EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. So pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Hey, bro, what you doing, bro? Come on, bro. All these motherfuckers want to type in codes and
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. Derrick Henry, 62 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Getting down inside the 30 at the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to hit his target land. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Kill! 47! Here we go, 46! 26!
On play action, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Prescott off play action. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Play action now. Prescott. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring us to a 34. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To the air again, Prescott. George Pickens. 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. Oh, he just couldn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Henry. Backwards here. All the way back to the 5-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. There's Jackson to throw. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Touchdown. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught at the line.
You can jump on.
Moves up to 7.
Who got you playing? The booty people. That's cute. The booty people.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Yeah, take your mind back a little bit.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
What is the door for the That's why I was letting you run away over here. That's why I was letting you run away over here. You're right.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. The first carry down. This is Williams.
Okay.
Running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped
Into my dude there.
at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got his 2.
right back over there.
First and goal, Dallas.
Yeah! Here we go! 4-8. So we're going to 53.
Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
46. Kill.
At the Ravens' 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
All right.
Kill.
Now third and goal.
Here we go, 47.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Sorry, Pinky.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in
It's bad on
possession.
team.
As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
I hear you. I ain't saying nothing, I'm laughing at you, bro.
Yeah! Here we go, 4-8.
Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal, the defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline. They scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp into this game? One big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A first down carry. This time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have moved out in front. See, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's bringing it down the left side. It's a 4 base. He will take this all the been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and it often is the case when it comes to special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a full race. And they're not going to catch him. He's out. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he gets... It's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
It's interesting when it comes to two-point conversions. Even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kick.
Go.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving Station Christian McLeod.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul,
You crossing routes I need there, bro.
now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position. Field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Blue Hill, baby.
You thought you need football, bro.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Perkins over the middle.
Talk about it, bro.
Brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now Prescott on fourth down. And Pickens for another catch.
Y'all fought. Y'all finna score.
They stop him a few yards shy.
Y'all finna score, quick boy.
Decision to go for it.
I'm finna score, quick boy.
And the Ravens
I'm finna score, quick boy.
in great shape. Now Jackson. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's going to touchdown, but he's got the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught. gets another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Prescott.
Oh my, this one is just
passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route is going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw. And it stops right at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Caught by Flowers. With a 3rd and 2 coming up, they got 8 yards there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson will throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play to put points on the board for their team.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, good looking return set up here. And it nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing. Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. It's complete. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Prescott. He's got and the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Two. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180. Here we go. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And he checks his way down to Williams. Now the timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Prescott to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway?
Well, how you gonna stop with?
And he's up across
How you gonna
the
stop with?
25 and down at the 28.
I think you're gonna get you the crossing route.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Get that D route.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. But they have to like
Man, he's holding the phone and we got this stuff. Wait, it's gone.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Here we go, 46.
First down, Cowboys.
Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. They're taken in by Ferguson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he crossed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
Dude, I want to say.
And again, it's
I won't be sweet.
swing out to Williams.
I don't know if I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna close my eyes in a little bit. I got to keep on the game.
A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for
If I whoop this nigga on the game, I'm gonna close my eyes. I'll wait on you.
First and 10.
I ain't tired because shit, I've been laying down all day, but you know. I gotta prepare to eat some coochie cake.
Hey, kill.
Before the work day.
Throw outside complete. That's Ferguson.
All right.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down
I
without
gotta prepare to
scoring.
eat some coochies before the work day.
2nd and 4. At the 6-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Why you think got the
This one
earphone?
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, you on your mama.
That snap is a hero of his defense after the
You
play
suck,
just
bro.
made. A one-possession game.
You suck. Shamar suck and Bryson.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is
He watching on YouTube.
Here we go. 47.
Prescott.
I told him I'm winning.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
CLG Quinn.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased.
Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And I'm throwing it to
Opposition laid
Anthony.
down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a head on him, do they?
This will go to Henry out wide. He will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Henry out of the pistol. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 140 yards for him on the ground. crowd now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All right, I got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there. There's no just life in his legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
Stop him. That nigga stop him.
Tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now. Could not hang on. It's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, for the third time, Jackson will be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Big strides, look at him go. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First and 10 at the 13.
Prescott now. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Prescott, they're going to throw it forward. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, it is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Savannah. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles,
Charles, hard to put a silver
Man,
lining
this
on
shit
this one.
crazy,
No
bro.
secret that they've had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I'm
I love how
gonna
you
go
paint the
ahead.
picture, partner, because you're exactly
This
right
shit
about
crazy.
that one.
You like
Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those
that?
games. Here's why they'll
You
call
can't give it
it
up the time like this.
until it's over.
Completes this one to Pickens. Down the right sideline.
It's crazy.
George Pickens with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to
The guy is sorry as fuck.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game.
probably
That is
see it.
now 6 touchdowns
Before my whole time out on the game.
so far in this one. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmaker.
And nothing but green grass here. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 68 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that will get a hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. I'm sure that they want to keep that going on here, continuing to pull it out.
Things have gotten that way in the NFL.
Sorry.
Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game is going, they get incredibly happy with their execution overall.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now from the 50. He missed him, incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive, a momentary setback though for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives them a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Kill. 47.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
My defense is on point. You want to go.
Prescott.
Yeah, you know the Ravens defense playing. Because he can't stop him from scoring. You can't stop him from scoring there, bro. You can't stop him from scoring.
Getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
You ain't stopping from scoring, little bro. I threw pigs, little bro. You ain't stopping, little bro. You got it my way. That's all.
Kill.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finds Pickens over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Rams are going to have defense, though.
And this is going to be close. So they have 2 more of the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Well, you suck, bro.
They break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
That guy right here.
The Baltimore
Sit down, Andrew. Crossing route. Sit down to him at the bake to you. How you want it?
That every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end Edwards. That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. 40 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, cameras find him looking down at their play sheets, and he wanted to do something that he had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So,
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to take this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted it. That's going to be intercepted. It's off by Roquan Smith. And they'll set up in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Henry up the middle. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing is Jackson. It's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
It's the inability to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about every right there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
Second and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Prescott from the gun on third. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
You saw him.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Prescott yet again. Able to find the open man. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete. That's some good because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
46.
Now Prescott. Seconds remaining now. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw. The Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Prescott in the throw. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get
Not
there.
good.
But think about
Well, they
how
won.
good things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm going to remake you tomorrow. My bitch been on my nerves.